You're watching the game, so you see when there's a problem with the play. Jump up, ready to run on. You've got to wait for the referee to signal, and you've got to get to the play as quick as you can. Assess the injury. Initially, to see if it's your really major injury, it's extremely rare. Most other injuries, they're not immediately serious. So you do have time to be able to assess it. Your few seconds can tell you a lot of information. I used to work in the old training ground, and the difference of coming here is amazing. The amount of things we can do with the players, the extra things we can do. We can get the players back to fitness quicker, certainly with having such good facilities. Go! They're very professional. Obviously, at a club like this, the players are all very professional, and that helps them to cope with it, because it's not as if they're sort of waiting for the injury to get better. They're doing work to get it better. It's very important that when they're injured, that they accept it's their injury and their problem, and they have to do the work to get better.
One player who has had his fair share of injury problems at United is Wes Brown. Rob Swire and his team have overseen his recovery from a serious knee injury.
He knows exactly what you need. I mean, sometimes you can be further ahead than maybe that's written down on the sheet, and he sort of sees that and maybe pushes you a bit further. And, you know, if you tell him something's niggling, you know, it tells you to slow down a bit, take your time for a few days. Just little things like that.
Best sort of warm-up for a kid to do at home before the training would be just to have a jog about for 5 minutes, just around the pitch or backwards and forwards, things like that, nice and light, just to increase the heart rate a bit and get the blood flowing around the legs, the joints and muscles and everything. And then just at the end of the 5 minutes, if they looked about a 20-metre distance and just did maybe 2 or 3 stronger runs there, not sprints, but 2 or 3 stronger runs to get into it, with a little jog back to the beginning in between each one. And then if they did a couple of sprints over 10 metres, again with a slow jog back to the beginning, that would be fine to get going.